Hey everyone, Modified here, and this is my trip report of our long-awaited flight to Hawaii. We took American Airlines Flight 123 from Dallas all the way to Honolulu, Hawaii. Sit back, relax, and enjoy some of the features of what I thought about premium economy. I did purchase this ticket a little bit after I ended up purchasing an economy ticket, just because I wanted to see what a domestic long-haul product of premium economy is like. I did a vlog recently on Delta Comfort, which is pretty much their premium standard seat on a short route. So let's get into a 7.5 hour flight and see exactly what they have to offer. Let's take off on this runway, and I'll be back with you once we get in the air. Currently, American Airlines has two daily nonstop services from Dallas to Honolulu, and they're both serviced by a 777-200. They range anywhere between 13 years of age to 22 years of age from what I've seen. This particular aircraft was 13 years old and looked really good for the interior of the cabin. On this somewhat long-haul domestic route, there's a small premium economy cabin that's set up in the middle of this 777, and it features basically first-class domestic seats. So I paid about an extra $400, I should say, for this whole experience. So let's get right into it. Just as my previous American Airlines video, hands down, the entertainment system is one of its best. It's a shame that they are doing away with these on their shorter routes. That's honestly where Delta is killing them. You can't go wrong with in-flight entertainment. Even if you are charging a little bit less, it just passes the time so much. So anyway, back into American Airlines. As you can see right here, with this first class domestic seat, or premium economy I should say, you are fitted with a remote. This IFE remote has a text pad on the back. It was basically a full keyboard, and then you had your buttons to maneuver left and right. It was a cool little feature. I didn't really use it as much because the screen was just as responsive. As you can see right here, there's a chat option if you want to chat one of the seat mates around you on the plane, which is a good reason to have that full keyboard, but I've never seen that on a plane, so I thought that was interesting. And here you are with the large selection of drinks and spirits, coffees, teas, and sodas. Um, Hands down, you get the same experience for ordering drinks in economy as well, except for you get the free alcohol in this case here. And the left armrest there is a USB charger, DC adapter, and your headphone jack area. There's also a little small section for you to put maybe some papers or your pillow or blanket in there, maybe some small items. Again, I love American Airlines. Their mood lighting is amazing. It's not just the blue. They have several colors throughout this flight, from orange, white, and of course they gave the American Airlines colors with the red, white, and blue, and of course their deep purple. So about an hour and a half into the flight after the first drink service, they came around with a quick lunch. As you can see on the right hand side, this is where your tray table is stored. For all premium economy seats, this is how the tray table comes out. You have your first section, the tray table actually pulls in and pushes out, and then there's another section of it. So if you just want half of it for your drink, or maybe while you're just holding something, you can still get in and out very easily. Um, I could get in and out of my seat very easily even with the tray table fully extended, and that's a plus always. So in this domestic lunch, there is no hot food item. That is one thing that I feel American Airlines could step up on. You're on a 7.5 hour flight. You would think that there would be some sort of a hot meal, but nonetheless, we're thankful for the sandwich and chips that we got there. My go-to drink when I'm on an aircraft is a gin and tonic. If it's early in the morning, it's a mimosa, and these were unlimited, of course. Between maybe one or two movies, I will tell you this in-flight map kept me very intrigued. It is so much that you can look at in this map layout. I mean, it's not just your, hey, this is where we are on our flight path, but I mean, you could change camera angles, and it's not like your A350s and A380s out there where they have cameras on them. These are just computer generated, but I mean, it was definitely enough relative information to just keep me busy the entire flight. I think I messed with this for at least 2.5 hours of our flight going out. Like I said, going this way was about 7.5, coming back was 7 even. So I would tell you, if you ever take any type of long haul, or you think about taking American Airlines, you know, on a long distance trip, and you're an av geek like me, you're really going to enjoy yourself. Trust me. Last night. 7 experience has been great. Premium economy so far has been a good thumbs up. It is, to me, it's worth the price to upgrade for it. I know some people are looking for like hot meals and things like that, but I mean, every flight's different, and this is still considered a domestic flight. Now here's a full layout of the cabin. Again, this main cabin looks a little tight in economy. I mean, they are seated in a 343 configuration with at least 31 to 32 inches of pitch. Our section in premium economy was seating in 242 with 19 inches in the seating and 38 inches of pitch, which honestly felt like more in our bulkhead seat because we had an extended recline footrest that kind of went out. So not only did you recline, but your footrest kept you elevated. So it felt like we had a lot more. And man, I say this economy cabin looks cramped. But everyone's using their IFE system, so I don't think anybody's worried. Now, one thing you do get in premium economy is you get kind of a pre-arrival snack. So about an hour and a half before we landed, they came by with a fruit and cheese plate, another round of drinks. So I think that was a plus. I mean, because I wasn't expecting these grapes and cheese and crackers. I thought the sandwich was fine. I ate that a little bit later because we had so much to eat that morning before we left. However, this is also a good deal that comes with your ticket price of premium economy. About an hour before we arrived into Hawaii, we had to fill out a State of Hawaii Department of Agriculture form. Hey, American, if you're listening, don't expect people to have pens on the plane. I literally had to walk and ask someone at another seat for a pen to fill out the form. And as I noticed that I was up, there were several other people asking folks for pens because they didn't have any on board. It's pretty strange for a flight that's requiring you to fill out something before you land. All right, 7.5 hours already down. So here's a few things that I do like about premium economy. One, you still have that priority boarding access. Two, pillow and blanket on arrival. Three, unlimited alcohol. Four, a 19-inch width seat and extended recline if you get a bulkhead. I'll show you what the footrest pedals look like on the next video. And five being, of course, the food. The only negative that I do have about this plane is big. There's a lot of people, and yes, this is premium economy. You're still in the economy section. So when I needed help or if you were looking to get something, it did take for them to come all the way from the back to get to you. Now we had a couple of flight attendants that would walk back and forth in between first class, and because we were right there, they would kind of help us and give us some things from up in first class if they weren't in the back or if they just didn't feel like walking back there. So let's carry out the rest of this video, let you check out this landing as we land in Honolulu. This also was pretty strange too. It was like 7, 10, maybe 15 minutes that we floated about 2,800 feet in the air. Like we were so close to the water before we landed. But anyway, I enjoyed this trip. Another American Airlines flight in the book. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you have subscribed. And please share this channel to others. If you love the content that we're creating for you, continue supporting by watching the rest of the videos on the channel, staying tuned to everything we have going on, and head on over to our Patreon and donate, and we'll continue making great content for you. From Modified and CD, peace.